Hello and welcome to today's broadcast. Today we are going to be talking about why I eat the way I do and why I believe it's important for women to really figure out the why behind what it is we're doing here in this community, or the why behind why you want to make some nutritional or lifestyle changes. So welcome. If you're joining us for the first time and you're joining us on YouTube, I always ask that you take a second to hit that subscribe button. That way you know when we go live or upload new content. And if you're joining us on Facebook, if you haven't yet done so, please hit that like button and make sure that you're set up for default notifications so you will know when we go live or upload new content as well. If you're new, I also like just to take a second to introduce myself. My name is Diane and I am an aging woman. I'm also the creator of the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman online course and community. And here, 3 days a week, we come together as a community to really discuss some topics that help us get through this aging process and really help us solidify what it is we're trying to do with our intermittent fasting and keto-like lifestyle. So today we are going to be talking about why I have chosen to eat the way I do, and what I want you guys to do before I get too far in this discussion, because I will open up for comments and questions at the end. I want you to do me a favor and put a thumbs up in the comment section if you're doing the work to figure out why it is you are eating the way you're eating. And if you have no idea what it means to understand why you're eating the way you're eating, then do me a favor and put a thumbs down in the comment section, because I want to make sure that I specifically address some of the questions and comments to you at the end. So the why for me in the way I'm choosing to eat the way I am eating is because I really thought my life was going downhill fast just about 5 years ago. You guys, a lot of you have heard my story about, the pre-onset Alzheimer's and the diabetes and all of those kind of things. And when I was leading up to those diagnoses and when I was really sick a few years ago, I didn't know why I was eating. I was just kind of going through the motions and following other people's plans for nutrition, and I was following other people's diet philosophies and following all the different genres of ways to eat, and I didn't really understand my deep personal why. I was just trying to figure out the how, which we talked about on Wednesday, and the what, and that's what we talked about on Monday. So the what and the how can really mess us up if we don't know our own personal why. So my why for when I sit down to eat or when I open up my feasting window is always based on my future. It's always based on how I want to feel tomorrow, how I want to sleep tonight, how I want to show up for my family, what kind of energy I need to have, how is it that I want my next week to be. And when our why is really focused on how we want to look and feel toward our future days, it is so much easier for us to make decisions about what to eat or how to eat. When our why for sitting down to feast, or our why for the decisions that we're going to make, even in like a split-second social feasting situation, are based on the past, that's really when we get ourselves in trouble. That's usually when the emotional state that we're in is not always the most positive. So if you're making why decisions about eating based on the past, it's usually because you had a bad day, or because you're stressed out, or because it's the end of the night and you deserve to sit down and have your wine and your popcorn or your potato chips or whatever you do when you watch your shows on TV. I was that woman, so I get it. And you haven't killed anybody in the day, or you didn't quit your job that you're frustrated with, and so you reward yourself based on all these things that you survived through, which maybe aren't always connected to really positive things. And so we can get ourselves caught up in this rut, which often leads to self-sabotage, which also leads to that whole I've fallen off the wagon, which we talked about again last week. And we really get ourselves in this rut of not knowing how to feed ourselves because we haven't connected it to here, right? We haven't connected that why to our heart. When you connect why you're eating a certain way to how it is you're feeling about how you want to show up, not how you've shown up, then you can make really, really solid decisions that you're not going to be able to be talked out of or persuaded from or feel peer pressure, maybe in a work situation or a social situation, because you're strong in that feeling. You've really connected that to you and how you feel, and no one's going to be able to knock you off of that. And so take some time. If you gave me one of the thumbs down, or maybe you gave me a number 1 on Monday, not knowing what to eat, when you think about that and you sit down to feast, think about why. Why am I about to partake in this? And yes, food is an event, so we partake in those type of situations. And if I do this, how am I going to feel? Or how could this make me look in the future? And if you can't answer with only really positive or encouraging or exciting things, then we have to go back to the why questions. Why are you going to do that to yourself? Why are you continuing to make those kind of decisions? Why are you settling for less than what you deserve? And when you can break those whys down till you get to the point where you get to the deep rooted situation that's causing you to relapse on things or fall off the wagon or steer away from what you know works for you, that's when we really start to create the change. So I make choices about how I am feeding myself based on my why. I want to show up every day for myself and the people that I love, looking and feeling my best, because when I'm looking and I'm feeling my best, I show up as my best self. And I also want to make sure that the why, the reasons that I'm doing the things that I'm doing, really allow me to be authentic. Because when you show up in your why as your most authentic self, you do that for the long term. You're not changing who you are to satisfy someone else. You're not changing who you are for a short-lived experience. You don't have to change who you are to appease other people around you in a social situation. You're doing it authentically for you. And that is how you create a lifestyle that will last. And you won't have to fall victim to self-sabotaging or falling off a wagon or deterring away from what is important to you. And that why should always be the basis of what's important to you. So do some work if you feel like you're struggling. Why do you want to engage in these type of events? Why do you want to make these choices? And if it's not going to lead you down a path that's going to make your tomorrow better than your yesterday, then you got to go back and do a little bit more work. I want to be a happy, healthy, mentally, emotionally, and physically present woman for my grandkids, my adult kids and their families, and my husband and myself. And if I don't make wise food decisions today, tomorrow, and the next day moving forward, I won't be able to be that woman. And so your why has to really be something that's going to make you feel every time you make a decision about food, and that feeling should be good. We all know the difference between and the conversations that we have with ourselves and the reasoning we give when we're in a situation where we know we're about to make a food choice. It's not the best, right? We rationalize, but it's just one, or it's just this time, or it's just because of this event. And when you have to find yourself rationalizing with yourself about why you're about to enter into a food situation that you know is going to lead you down a path that's not going to serve you, you have to start stopping yourself in your tracks and stop the rationalization and go to what you know works for you. I have never heard a woman, and I've been coaching women on nutrition and fitness and life success type of situations for almost 25 years now. I have never heard a woman tell me how troubled she was trying to rationalize having a healthy salad at a social event. But we as women always rationalize if we should eat the pizza, if we should have the cocktail, if we should have the cake, if we should have the brownie, if we should have the cookie. And we beat ourselves up over that conversation in our head. So stop rationalizing and go with what you know works for you, and you'll know what works with you when you get to that why. Why are you choosing to eat this way today? And your only answer should be because I want to have a good night's sleep tonight, because I want to have a fantastic day tomorrow, because the next 5 years of my life, I have these amazing goals and these dreams that I want to be able to live out. And if I don't take care of myself today in this moment, I won't be able to take advantage of 1 year down the road, 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road, whatever it is that you have planned for yourself. So that why will come in handy every single time you open up that feasting window. Remember, we research things with a logical mindset. I need to see the scientific data. I need social proof. I need to hear testimonials. I need to know that this works before I'm going to invest in something or before I'm going to go down this road. It's very logic based. And then as soon as we make the commitment, we have just made an emotional switch over from logical to now I'm going to feel some things, and it becomes very personal. And when we get to that place where we move from logic to emotion, that's where we really have to do that work and remember that we are now doing this for us, and it is deep-seated and it's personal. It's going to make us feel all kinds of things, and that logic goes out the window. All that social proof you needed, all the convincing that you just researched that made you make a decision to do something, you're not going to remember that when you're in that emotional decision-making place. So take some logic with you when you're making this emotional decision, and then always defer to your why. Your why will never fail you if you nail it. So spend the time asking yourself those why questions, nail your why statement, and then make sure that you're using that every single time you're about to enter into a food situation. And then before you know it, it's just going to be naturally what you do, because that why is going to be always on the forefront of your mind, and you're never going to want to sacrifice tomorrow for something that you're about to do in the moment with food. I hope this helps you. You guys know we're always working on the emotional aspect of this as well. We can do scientific data, we can do research, we can find the social proof, we can listen to testimonials, we can do all of that stuff. But if we can't commit to it ourselves, if we can't figure out what's holding us back, then none of that stuff matters. It has to be personal, it has to be in the now, and we have to make sure that it's personally involving us. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. If you put a thumbs down, I'm going to give you a shout out, and I'm going to encourage you to do the why work as well. For those of you who are giving me the thumbs up, I'm going to give you a big attaboy. So make sure you put a comment in that comment section really quickly before we open it up. We are super excited here in our house because it is officially spring break in about 45 minutes. We're super excited. We get 2 weeks of spring break this year. So we are super ready to sit out in the sun and really take advantage of some family time and really just kicking back. And I hope you guys have that same opportunity. Okay, let me see who's here on YouTube really quick. Danny, great to see you as well, girlfriend. It's always good to have you back from my October 2018 graduates group. Anna, hello. Colleen, hello. Rosie, thumbs up. Congratulations to you. Dinah, of course, you got 2 thumbs up, girlfriend. And then Judy, you got a thumbs up as well. You guys are all doing the work, which I'm super, super proud of. Brenda from North Carolina, I have the fasting down pat, yet I continue to struggle with the food. I am actually working on figuring out some solid meals this weekend. Yeah, there you go. Just figure it out. And then make sure that when you get the foods that work for you, put those on repeat. I always say just rinse and repeat what you figure out works for you for sure. And then Anna, thumbs down. Okay, girlfriend, work on that why statement this week and figure out why it is you're doing the things that you're doing that are not allowing you the opportunity to look and feel your best. And then eliminate the things that aren't working, and then hold on tight to the things that are for sure. Benita, thumbs up. Congratulations. Just Jeannie, you guys are amazing. This community of women is figuring it out. I love it. Colleen, thumbs up. Robin, from Chile, Chicago, graduate of the May and June 2018 course. Fasting well, eating good, mostly eat the same because it's quick. Need more variety with meal planning. Sometimes I think I don't eat enough. Yeah, girlfriend, that's just a mind check thing. If you're fasting correctly and you're fasting well and you're doing that with consistency over time, the eating enough thing, just go back to your course and listen to that lesson. That your body will settle that out for sure. And then CW, excited to be back in the game, and I really needed to hear today's message. Awesome. Then this message is dedicated to you, girlfriend, and I'm super happy that you needed to hear it and we showed up for you today. Too many excuses, even though I know better. Yeah. So don't let excuses knock you out of your why. This is why a why statement is so important. And if you're in my midlife mindset shift course, we work on this a lot, of these deep-seated whys, because if your why is personally connected to you, it's emotionally connected to you, and you can visualize your why. I see my grandkids all the time. My daughter's 13 and my son is 19. I am nowhere near grandkids, but I can see myself with my grandkids. I can see myself playing in a park. I can see myself with them over the weekend. I can see me and Michael going on vacation and taking our grandkids with us. Those visions that I have stop me in my tracks from making bad decisions all the time. So make sure that the why that you have for creating a lifestyle so you have a healthy future, make sure you can see it, you can taste it, you can feel it. Then nothing is going to knock you off your tracks. And that's just the way those why statements work for sure. And then Robin, I can do a social event and not eat the food. People are amazed. It does not bother me anymore. There you go, Robin. So now just let go of all those other things and just keep doing what you're doing that works for you, for sure. And then Anna, excited about starting class tomorrow. I'm excited too. You guys have such a great group of women in our March 2020 course, and we're going to be starting at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I can't wait to meet you guys. Mas Borneo, hello, 2019 grad from November. Good to have you with us. Holly, September 2019 grad, and enjoying the decluttering class today. Yeah, today was a good one. Today I'm going for a 24-hour fast, feeling great, and I'm always keeping my why at the front of my brain. Holly, I'm so proud of you, girlfriend, and that's why you're doing great for sure. That why has to always be in the forefront of your mind, and you're probably visualizing, which is great. And then Nancy, both December 2019 grad, sometimes I have trouble with asking myself if I'm eating correctly to lose weight and feel great eating too much with no weight loss. So Nancy, stop worrying about the weight and just be healthy. When you choose foods to help you look and feel your best, and the foods that you're choosing are allowing you to do that, the weight comes off. So don't be so stressed out about trying to get it right, or if you're doing it wrong. Just lean into the common sense food options that you have and always shoot to look and feel your best. That is the best way to get through that for sure. And then Just Jeannie, January 2019 grad, have been doing IF since 2017, following your guidelines. Girlfriend, love it. And you gave us you didn't give us a thumbs up. I need to get a thumbs up from you, girlfriend. And then Mas Borneo, having a hard time staying away from carbs, and then the cravings come back. Been able to do 20-hour fast yesterday and today. Yeah, so carbs will hold you up for sure. That's why I say when you make your food feasting decisions, think about how you want your next fast to go. If you want to crave carbs, if you want to feel sugar addicted, if you want to feel sluggish, if you want to feel hangry, then yeah, you're going to make the choices that are going to give you exactly that. If you want to feel the energized sense of calm, if you want to feel fat adaptive, if you want to feel energized in your workout, if you want to feel optimistic about the day that you're living and feel grateful for all the things that you have, and you don't want to be preoccupied with all the things that sugar makes you feel, then make the choices to live that day. So that's why I always say, when you're thinking about your food choices, think about tomorrow. Don't think about the past. You can't do anything about that. You have all the control about your future. And oftentimes when we get in those carb-related type of situations, it's because we're sulking in something we have no control over. So we become unconscious, mentally and emotionally preoccupied, and we don't make good decisions. So stay present. Make sure that the things that you're doing you're asking yourself, how is this going to affect me tomorrow? And if you don't want to have a crappy day, don't make crappy decisions. If you want to have an empowered day, then make empowered decisions. And I promise you, it works like a charm. It will never fail you when you think about it that way. Justine, yes, I got 3 thumbs up from you, girlfriend. I'm super proud of you. Karen, finally caught us live. So happy to have you with us. Happy Friday to you too. Katrina, excited to start the March class tomorrow. It was great talking to you on our consult call on Monday. Yes, girlfriend, it was great talking to you too, and I'm super excited to have you tomorrow with hopefully you'll be able to join us for our live welcome and Q&A, and it's going to be an amazing 3 weeks together. So just make sure you show up every day and go all in, and I promise you're going to get life-changing results for sure. Jeannie Marie joined us. Michelle, good to have you with us as well. And then looks like Lewis, back on the bandwagon as of early February, did 18.6 IF for February. Lois, sorry. Today finished my first extended fast, 5 days, feels great. Yeah, great for you, girlfriend. I'm always super impressed with people who do extended fasting, not my personality whatsoever. And so when people say that they can do those extended day fasts, I'm always super, super excited about that. So good for you, girlfriend. And just know you don't have to do extended day fasting either. It is totally a personality thing. Some people thrive in it, some people don't. I happen to be the one that doesn't, and I'm still getting amazing health benefits from fasting and still getting all the things that I'm hoping to get from fasting and keto-like living. So always make sure you check in with your personality. And then I want to let you guys know, so many of you have been asking us about our shirts. We will have shirts available next week. So if you're on YouTube, they'll be available there. And then we're going to put them on our website, and we'll have some links for you guys as well. So we're going to get some of our most popular shirts that we've had in the past and make sure those get up first. And make sure you guys all have an opportunity to get some of our famous sayings from our community here. So we're super excited to be able to bring that back to you guys as well. So lots of things are happening here for us. We do have an amazing course starting tomorrow. Everyone who's jumped in with us, I'm always so grateful that you have taken the leap of faith with me and that you're trusting me with you for the next 3 weeks. Make sure you get a good night's sleep tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. For those of you who maybe were hoping to jump in with us and you feel like it's too late, I am a softie when it comes to letting you into class. So just make sure you shoot me an email and I will do everything I can to make sure that you are accommodated and can be with us tomorrow when we kick things off at 10 a.m. And then once we start at 10 a.m., it's too late. I can't let anybody in. So thank you guys. I will see you guys next Monday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to have kind of a little bit of a different schedule next week because we are going to try to take some time to spend with our family. And then next Friday, we won't be live because I'll be at the DEXA Fit Center doing my new bone density scan. I'm going to be doing a resting metabolic rate test. I'm going to be doing a VO2 max test, and they're going to be checking with my body scan. They're going to be doing a little analysis of lean body mass, how much fat weight I'm carrying, and a lot of other cool things. So we'll make sure that we keep you guys posted on that as well, and then share all the results that we get. Anything else, Michael, I need to say?
I think that's it.
That's it. All right. Okay, so thanks for spending some time with me on a Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. If you're enjoying spring break this week, have a blast. If you're going on vacation, just live your life the best you can. Remember why it is you're on vacation. Don't stress yourself out, and practice your travel fasting. Don't bring it. Don't buy it. Don't accept it. Experience fasting while you're traveling, and then enjoy everything that the place that you're going to has to offer for sure. Come back the same way, nice long fast on your travels back. Don't bring it, don't buy it, and don't accept it. And before you know it, you'll be right back on track with your fasting and feasting, and you'll never have skipped a beat. Okay, so we'll see you guys on Monday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, unless you're in my March course, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.